Yo, what's up guys, Golem here, welcome to this new episode. In today's video, we're going to be playing in the new August balance changes with the new best meta deck. As you guys can see here, there's been quite a lot of balance changes, mostly buffs, and in my opinion, the most important ones has definitely been the cannon card. As you guys can see here, shielded cannon hit speed from 1 second to 0.9, then the Electro Wizard deployed damage radius from 2.5 tiles to 3 tiles, and then also another one which in my opinion is a huge change, attack splash radius from 1 to 1.5, so a 50% more splash radius. It's definitely noticeable. So in today's video, we're going to be playing with this drill, pretty quick cycle deck with the tornado. See you guys soon with game number 1. Okay, let's go guys. Hope we get to game number 1 right away. What I like about this deck is that you can make some crazy plays, both defensively but also offensively. In my opinion, it just has a lot of potential, especially with the Nado. You can sometimes try to activate the King Tower. You can sometimes try and go with an offensive Nado, combining it with, for example, Golden Knight ability, sometimes with the Ice Wizard Splash. Just in general, I really like, the opportunities you can create with this deck. I think that's the way I want to say it. So let's go with the Goblin Drill here. In the meantime, we do end up activating the King Tower, which is amazing. Of course, the activation is going to help us out a lot. It looks like this guy is running some kind of Mega Knight spam deck, so we do need to be careful. One of the most important things to do against Mega Knight, by the way, is dropping your Golden Knight or any troop in the middle of the field, so then afterwards all the towers can help kill the Mega Knight. In this case, as you guys can see, the Mega Knight is gonna die pretty quickly. In the meantime, the Electro Wizard plus the Golden Knight, I could have maybe activated the ability. Now thinking about it, probably should have, because the ability would have chained onto all the goblins, but anyways, it's fine. And especially with these type of decks, even though we don't have like a really expensive deck, I would recommend most of the times in single elixir just try to focus on defending, try to maybe activate the King Tower if possible against the deck you're playing against, and also try to cycle your evolutions. If you guys noticed, I already used in this time the second Goblin Drill. I already used twice the skeletons. Once we're gonna hit that double elixir, we're most likely gonna have both evolutions available, which of course then is gonna help us out a lot. So let's go with the Nado backwards, making sure that the Skelly Barrel will die. Then afterwards we can go with the Ice Wizard, and we can also go with the Electro Wizard. As you guys can see, both of the wizards having their spawn of course helps out a lot, especially against spammy units. Even though this deck doesn't have a spell besides the tornado, we still have so many ways to deal with, in this case, bats, skeletons, spammy cards in general. We have ghost, we have both of the wizards. Just in general, I like the opportunities you can create with this deck. Okay, let's go with a ghost here. I do kind of want to wait for him to use the Mega Knight before we go in with a huge push. So let's actually go with a cannon card in the back. He does go with an Inferno Dragon. I think I'm gonna switch lanes here. I don't really want to push into the Inferno Dragon. It's actually a great timing because he does also go with a Mega Knight right as I say so on the left side. Okay, let's do a Nado here. I think the Nado, with the help of the Golden Knight ability, should be able to get a good amount of damage on the right side tower. In the meantime, the Goblin Drill is still alive as well. Evil Golden Drill going crazy, and I think this might be a lot of damage, and we should be able to defend it kind of easily as well. We do have to be careful here, but we can cycle back to the Nado. I'm just gonna Nado everything backwards. The Ice Wizard plus the Ghost should be able to do a pretty decent job. Let's go with Evil Skeletons on defense, and then we can afterwards focus on offense again. But let's wait a little bit, see whatever he drops to defend the Ice Wizard, to defend the Ghost. He even overspends there, so I think that might already be towered down, almost towered down, 21 HP. In the meantime, we can keep it under pressure. Let's go with the Ice Wizard, let's go with the Golden Knight, and that should also be a lot of damage. Probably even towered down on the left side. He basically just gave up. He knew it was over. Very nice W there against the spammy deck without us having a small spell, still managing to do very well against it. Okay, let's go guys, hopping into game number 2. Very nice start to the video. I like that first match. I think we played it pretty solid. Also, one of the most important things there was definitely the King Tower activation against the Skelly Barrel, and then in general just kind of playing patient, kind of being aware of his cycle, I guess. Ooh, I would like to go with a Golden Knight. Not sure if it's a little bit too aggressive, but I think we can try to get a nice ability here. Let's go with ability now. There you go. We do get a really good ability. And let's see if we can afterwards try and maybe activate the King Tower. Not sure if we can. Okay, let's go with the E-Wizard here to make sure we don't take too much damage. And then I'm thinking about the King Tower activation. I think if we go with skeletons plus a Nado, we can maybe activate the King Tower. Let's try it. I think we do, right? Okay, we do end up activating the King Tower. What a nice activation. Back to back against Mega Knight, by the way. I would say that Mega Knight is not the easiest matchup, but I think if you play it well, you can definitely make some really nice plays. As you guys already saw in the first match against the Skelly Barrel, we activated the King Tower. Now we activate the King Tower against the Mega Knight with Skeletons plus Tornado. Just in general, you have so many different plays, so many different things you can do with this deck, both offensively and defensively. And here I think we can go with a Goblin Drill towards the right side lane. I don't think he has much elixir right now. He might have something like bats, but the bats of course are not the best option against the Goblin Drill. Goblins are still gonna get a little bit of damage, and in the meantime I'm gonna go with Ice Wizard plus some skeletons here to distract both the bats and the Prince in the meantime. Okay, the wall breakers are gonna get a double connection, but I guess it's fine. Honestly, looking at the overall situation, we can afford to take a little bit of damage, and then afterwards we should be able to hopefully take down the right side tower, and if needed, start focusing on the left side tower as well. Okay, so what is he gonna do? Is he gonna try and make a big push with the Mega Knight? Is he gonna try and spam us with some, spammy troops? I guess we just have to wait a little bit. Looks like he goes with a Firecracker. Let's go with a Cannon Card here in the same lane. And the most important things against these type of decks, when they have P.E.K.K.A., when they have Mega Knight, try to not give them too much value in one lane. I would recommend you guys try to always pressure both lanes at the same time. In this case, I'm gonna go Goblin Duel on the left side. He's still gonna have to defend the right side lane as well. I'm gonna go with Ice Wizard here to try and kill those evil bats as soon as possible, and then afterwards I'm gonna go with evil skeletons on top of the wizard. As you guys can see, he's still forced to defend the Goblin Duel. He goes with Mega Knight. Ice Wizard in the meantime is gonna splash. Skeletons on the right side getting a lot of value. Just in general, you can apply a lot of pressure on both lanes and get a lot of value on both lanes. Okay, I'm gonna go Ghost here. I'm then gonna go with a Golden Knight. We do need to watch out. Okay, I'm gonna go Golden Knight like this. Let's go with the Electro Wizard in the middle. Golden Knight was able to dash on top of one of the wall breakers, so we don't end up taking a double connection there. Then in the meantime, let's go with another Goblin Duel, and we can even activate the ability. I think with 1 HP it does end up connecting. Okay, it doesn't end up connecting because he does go with a Mega Knight, but still really good situation. And I would say that this is pretty much good game, right? Only 15 seconds left, unless for some reason he's able to get a big connection here, but I think we should be able to defend this. Let's go with the Ice Wizard plus NATO combination on defense. We can even go with Electro Wizard if necessary, but it's not even necessary. As you guys can see, we already did a really nice defense. So back-to-back Mega Knight, back-to-back victories. Okay, let's go guys, hopping into game number 3. Looks like we're up against a pretty decent player, top 1000 player here, so let's give him the good luck and let's see what he's gonna be running. But I would say we can just start off with a Goblin Duel, unless, he for some reason went with something really aggressive. I think Goblin Duel is always a nice play to start cycling towards the evolution. And this is looking like, I would say, a Hog Rider deck after seeing Mighty Miner, after seeing Firecracker. We can probably go with Golden Knight and then try to get an ability here to dash on top of everything. Hopefully it's able to dash on top of the Firecracker. There you go, it is able to dash on top of the Firecracker. That's amazing. And here we can prepare the Tornado to activate the King Tower. So let's go with a Tornado here, making sure that the Hog Rider does not get any damage on the left side tower, but we do get the activation already. Do need to be careful sometimes against these type of decks. If you have NATO, you can do a lot of damage to the King Tower. Like the Hog Riders do a lot of damage to the King Tower, so you do need to be careful. If this is really good Hog Rider player, sometimes it can go to the last second, like the last minute of the match. So sometimes you do need to be careful with the King Tower as well. But in general, I always recommend just to activate as soon as possible. Okay, let's go with a Firecracker, kind of interesting Firecracker there, actually ended up working out very well for him. We do have a Goblin Drill, we do have a Cannon Card here. I think we can go aggressive, because here he's forced to defend both the Drill, the Ghost, and then also we still have the Golden Knight, plus the Cannon Card here. Okay, I'm gonna go Ability just to try and kill the Mighty Miner a little bit quicker. He does go with the Tesla, so well played by him. And then unfortunately, the Cannon Card is gonna be outside of the range of the tower. So it's not really gonna get anything done, but still, I would say pretty good situation. We already used twice the Goblin Drill, so the next Goblin Drill we're gonna have in Cycle is gonna be the Evolved Goblin Drill. And that's of course also a nice thing to have, especially going into double elixir. Okay, let's go with a Ghost here to Cycle. Let's see what he has. I don't know what his evolutions are gonna be. Does he have the normal Cracker? And does he have... Okay, let's go with a NATO here backwards. He does have the Evil Firecracker as well. Let's go with a NATO plus Ice Wizard combination, and then afterwards I'm just gonna let that be. Ice Wizard might be able to get 1 or 2 shots, and then the Ghost here in the meantime is also gonna be forced to, or like him forcing out Elixir, I want to say. Okay, let's go with the Cannon Card here. We have the Evo Drill, we have the Golden Knight. I think here we can make a crazy combination, guys. You guys are gonna see how strong this deck can be in some situations. Let's see what he's gonna do to defend this, but I think this is gonna be a rough one for him, and I'm gonna prepare the NATO as well. Okay, let's wait a little bit. I'm gonna go with a Ghost in the meantime. Look at the Golden Knight. I think I'm just gonna pop Ability trying to get it to the tower. There you go. Does end up connecting. Let's go with the Ice Wizard trying to kill those skeletons. In the meantime, the Cannon Card, the Goblins, and everything is connected to the left side tower, and that's gonna be tower down. As you guys can see, this combination, I would even say that sometimes it's undefendable. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what cards you have, but it's just so hard to defend these type of combos. Okay, let's go with NATO plus the E-Wiz. I like, what I also like about this deck, and I think you already noticed it, in the matches of this video, I do a lot of combinations with the Tornado and then with the Electro Wizard spawn or the Ice Wizard spawn damage, getting a lot of value against many different troops, spammy troops, but also some other troops, like in this case against the Evil Firecracker, against Firecracker, and against different troops in general. Very nice W so far, undefeated. Let's see if we can keep it up. Okay, let's go guys, hopping into game number 4. So far 3 out of 3 wins, games have been wins, and let's see if we can continue it like this. So let's go with Skeletons, let's give him good luck. and let's see what he's gonna be doing. But if not, I think I'm just gonna start off with Goblin Drill. I think it's very important. I think I say this in every video, to start cycling your evolutions as soon as possible, especially with this deck. If you're able to cycle your evolutions, getting into double elixir, you guys just saw it in the last match. One good push with the Goblin Drill evolution, with the cannon card, with the Golden Knight. It's just so hard to defend. Like, honestly, this deck, if you manage to make a good push, get a good combination, especially combining it with NATO offensively, this deck is, yeah, is so strong right now. And, ooh, looks like he has Golem. Okay, Golem is gonna be a rough one. Why? Because we do not have a building. I mean, we have the Goblin Drill, which can act as a building, but I would say it's not like a real building, I guess. Okay, let's in the meantime go with Tornado. By the way, it's raining crazy outside here in the Netherlands. Not sure if you're able to hear it. Sorry if there's a little bit of a background noise right now. Okay, nice. Pretty good defense. Cannon card plus Ice Wizard actually doing a great job there at defending the Golem. We barely take any damage. Let's in the meantime go with Skeletons. And let's then here go with a Golden Knight. And what? He has Sparky. Okay, let's see if we can get the timing. There's a timing with the Golden Knight where it dashes. Yeah, it doesn't take any damage exactly as we just did. By the way, I hope you cannot hear any background noise, because for me it's actually sounding really yeah, loud right now. Okay, let's go with the Goblin Drill here towards the left side. Not really sure what deck we're facing, by the way. Golem, Sparky, Witch, Guards. What a crazy deck by our opponent here. But it's still gonna be a tricky one, because as I mentioned before, besides the Goblin Drill, we do not really have a defensive building. So we're gonna have to rely a lot on the DPS of, for example, the cannon card. And just in general, the other cards we have. Okay, this is gonna be a nice Golden Knight chain, I think. As soon as the Witch is gonna spawn new skeletons, I'm gonna activate the ability. As you guys can see, it's gonna dash on top of everything. Golem defense, or use on defense. And I think in the meantime, we should be able to also almost take care of the Witch. We do need to be careful, because the Witch, even with 1 HP, will be able to get a little bit of value. But I think we should be fine. Ice Wizard here to help. We can even go with Electro Wizard or NATO if necessary. But I think the Ice Wizard is already gonna do the job, especially now with the plus 50% splash radius. Okay, let's go with a Goblin Drill like this. Let's go with a Golden Knight towards the right side. He's probably gonna go with a guard sometime soon, so let's prepare the ability. There you go. I'm gonna go ability as soon as possible, trying to deal with those guards as soon as possible. Cannon card in the meantime on the left side, also getting a good amount of damage, and I would say that this is looking pretty good for us right now. Okay, we do need to be careful, because he does go with a Golem. Let's go with Ice Wizard here. Let's see with what he's gonna support it. I think I'm gonna go E-Wiz. I'm gonna go with Skeletons. I'm gonna go with Golden Knight. And that should already be able to, yeah, defend it pretty easily. He does go with Electric Dragon. I'm gonna wait a little bit just to see what he does. Let's go with a cannon card on defense as well. And then I guess we can go with an Ice Wizard here, just to make sure that the Electric Dragon is not gonna, yeah, splash on top of all the troops and the tower at the same time. And then instead of going with the Goblin Drill on the right side where we have more damage, I of course go with a Goblin Drill here, because I have the Golden Knight. Let's go with a NATO. Let's go with a Golden Knight ability. I was expecting him to go with guards or something, but looks like he does not. He goes with the guards late. Let's go with Ghost on the right side. I'm just gonna keep under pressure, trying to cycle and pressure as much as possible on both lanes. Ghost on the right side is able to connect. Let's go with a cannon card on the right side as well. In the meantime, Golden Drill on the left side, connecting. And at this point, I'm just trying to, yeah, create as much pressure as possible. Let's go with a NATO to NATO the Witch backwards, and then the cannon card is able to connect and take the tower. Very nice W there against the, yeah, mid-ladder deck, Golem plus Sparky. Crazy deck by him, but we were able to secure the victory. Let's try and get one more victory, guys. Okay, let's go, guys. Hopping into the last match. This is gonna be yeah, game number 5 so far, 4 wins. Let's see if we can get another victory. Let's cycle Skeletons, and I think once again I'm just gonna start off with Goblin Drill. Honestly, whenever you have Goblin Drill and cycle, I think you already noticed it in the last couple of matches as well. I like playing it, yeah, as soon as possible, just to start cycling towards that evolution. Looks like it might be a Lavaloon deck here after seeing Tombstone, after seeing Valkyrie. Gonna be very important to play a lot with his cycle, trying to get a lot of value from the Ghost whenever he doesn't have the Valkyrie in cycle, and we're gonna have to rely a lot on both of our wizards to get a lot of value as well. Okay, I'm gonna have my E-Wiz ready just in case he goes. Oh, looks like he goes with a Mega Mean instead. I'm gonna go with Ice Wizard here already to try and splash a little bit on top of both of them, and then hopefully with the Ice Wizard splash plus maybe afterwards the help of the Electro Wizard, we're able to defend this pretty well. And then I'm gonna go, okay, looks like he does go with the Void spell. I think I'm gonna let the balloon connect, and then I'm gonna NATO it towards the King Tower. I'm not sure if that's the best play here, but I think it's one of the best plays we can probably make in this situation. He does also go with his Skeleton Dragons. I'm gonna have to go with Golden Knight here to tank, and then I'm gonna go with Ice Wizard here on top of everything. Let's go with the Ice Wizard now, just to make sure that the tower afterwards can defend it. Lavaloon, I would say, is definitely a difficult matchup, but if you're able to play a lot around his cycle, try to get a lot of value offensively with your troops, you should be able to afterwards also, yeah, get a lot of damage. Okay, we are able to force out the Valkyrie. That's exactly what I wanted with this Ghost. Then I'm gonna go with a Goblin Drill here towards the right side, knowing that he doesn't have Serpent Cycle. I'm gonna go with Evil Skeletons as soon as possible as well. And then let's see how he's gonna defend this. I think he might have to Fireball, because if not, those Skeletons are gonna get a lot of value. He doesn't have Fireball. I actually forgot that he already showed the Void Spell. So the Void Spell here is not gonna be enough. And those Evil Skeletons, my friend, are getting a lot of value. They are actually able to take down the right side tower. Almost also went crazy on the King Tower, but he was able to defend it. And let's here just try to keep it under pressure. Okay, let's go with the Ice Wizard like this. I think I would like to keep it under pressure here with a Golden Knight. So let's go with Golden Knight as soon as we can with an ability. And then I'm going to go with E-Wizard here as well. Okay, can we defend this push? That's the real question right here. I think with a NATO backwards, then a Goblin Joe on defense, plus another Ice Wizard, we are able to, I would say, defend this pretty much perfectly without taking too much damage. Goblin Joe is going to spawn a couple of times there to continue distracting everything. Let's go with Skeletons. Let's go with E-Wizard. And as you guys can see, even though we do not have a real building, even though we only have Electro Wizard plus Ice Wizard, we're still able to defend very well. Those Lavaloon pushes, I think that was a great defense, in my opinion. And we're actually able to cycle triple Ice Wizard at the same time. Imagine a new card coming to Clash Royale soon. Triple Ice Wizard. That will be crazy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely a really nice video. There was a clean streak, a really nice push. I think we're really close to getting to League 7 in the new season. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this new deck. In my opinion, it's really fun to use, and it also looks really, really strong, both defensively, but especially offensively as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to smack the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.